I've never seen that before. I don't think on a plane.
Yeah, they have those.
Wow, that's awesome.
He doesn't sit there.
You're in the back. Let's go. The 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. Is everyone working?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We have so many moving parts. It's very rare that everything works. Here's Straight Nate right here. And then over here you got Scotty B in Master Control. You got Danielle in her basement.
Hi.
And then you've got Gandhi and Froggy. I don't know, Froggy's not here. Scary.
Hi.
And Garrett.
Yes.
And the cookies. You want to get a close-up of these cookies?
Yeah, check those babies
They
out.
were really good, Nate.
Brown your butter, everybody. Brown your butter.
So Deanna on the camera, she's very, very allergic to nuts.
Oh.
And you said you didn't put your nuts in there.
Now I put my nuts in there. I don't like nuts in my cookies.
But even though he knows, Deanna, that he didn't put nuts in there, you're still a little sus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nuts.
What? Finish. Sentence, please.
Sorry, just had 2 strokes. So nuts, even like a particle of a nut will affect you?
Peanuts, specifically.
Peanut. Oh,
is
God,
the
who would put
anaphylaxis.
peanuts in a
No,
cookie?
but if you had, same utensils, countertop.
See, I don't like nuts in my cookies. I don't really cook with a
Oh,
lot
a
of nuts.
peanut
I
is
think
not
you
a
should be
nut.
okay.
Elvis is so bored.
A peanut is a legume. A peanut is a legume.
Oh, here we go.
Now, is this because you didn't have peanut butter when you were a child?
No, my mom gave me a Reese's Pieces when I was 18 months old and had anaphylaxis immediately.
No way.
So I couldn't even have it.
Yeah, but you can have almonds, walnuts, cashews.
No, I can't. I'm allergic to all nuts. I just wouldn't have anaphylaxis.
What about a
for all
coconut?
nuts. Coconuts are fruits.
Coconut's a fruit?
Yes.
When did this happen?
At the very beginning of time.
Well, we've learned that just because nut is in the name, it's not necessarily a nut.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Like beech nut gum doesn't have a nut in it.
Beech nut. What decade is this?
Fruit Stripe.
Beech nut gum. What is beech nut gum?
Remember Fruit Stripe, Danielle? Same
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Elvis, you
Oh,
gotta
it
have
is?
some
Okay.
sensen as well.
What?
Sensen. Oh my God, I haven't heard that since I was 2.
What's
Yeah.
sensen?
What the hell is sensen?
That old man like licorice crap gum.
I wouldn't eat that.
Disgusting.
Billy Joel sang about it.
Yes.
Anyway.
This
All
is
right.
boring. This is why I was yawning.
This is interesting.
Because I went ahead and yawned at the beginning of the podcast knowing it's boring.
Someone get Elvis a pillow.
Let's talk about some exciting stuff. Go to Garrett.
Yes.
Got it.
You're just walking around New York City yesterday, minding your own business.
Yep, and I was walking down to go pick up some cupcakes for my wife and kids for Valentine's Day, and I'm walking shoulder to shoulder with this older couple, and normally it's weird because normally someone's either walking faster or slower. You're never shoulder, next to each other. I look up over the guy to give him that look like, hey, why are you right on top of me? It's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
There you go.
That's so cool. That was
Isn't that awesome?
I just watched Overboard last night. Have you ever seen that movie? What a great movie! Oh my God!
An entire city
so excited.
block of them just going, hey, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? And they're like, I don't know. What are you in the mood for? We had Italian last night, and hey, do you want to go for a walk in the park? And I was a part of their conversation without jumping in and saying, hey guys, how's it going? You know?
Oh my God, that is so crazy because then I did a deep dive on Kurt Russell.
Do you need to take a nap?
No,
Are you okay?
he owns homes here. He owns homes in Colorado, Utah, California.
What are the odds?
Why are you stalking Kurt Russell?
Because I was watching Overboard. We were trying to figure out a romantic movie to watch, and Heather had never seen Overboard. Great movie if you've never seen it. Kind of a weird plot line. But at the same time, great movie. And I'm like, Kurt Russell, what a great actor.
And
He's
then,
such
look at
a
this.
great-
This is what we call synchronicity.
Yeah,
right?
and it wasn't Garrett's chance meeting with them that made you watch the movie? Because you had no idea
knew
until
nothing
I didn't tell.
about it.
Him and Gandhi were the only ones I didn't get to tell yet.
That's so
My mind
weird.
is just as blown as Nate's.
Because you were Googling
Did you
Goldie
watch
Hawn.
Overboard
Hey,
too?
question.
No, I haven't seen it.
Why is everyone so excited about this? I don't
Russell's
understand.
awesome.
Well, I think it's cool you ran it.
It was
People run into celebrities in New York all the time. If that's
Yeah.
cool, you did.
So two parts to this. First, Scary goes, I would never be able to spot them in a lineup, which I find hard to believe.
I'm not good at celebrity sightings.
Scary's, he's not really aware of much.
But then everybody follows up with hey, did you talk to them? I go, it was kind of weird, to just jump in and go, hey guys, very nice to meet you. And they were in mid-conversation about what they were having for dinner. I wasn't going to be the fan and going, oh guys, very, very nice to meet you.
I think it's really cool.
They've been together for almost 40 years, still not married. if
Yep.
I'm not
And they're very
not
likable
mistaken.
people, I guess.
Yes.
Kate Hudson.
Even though
Kate Hudson.
Goldie Hawn did throw a little fit on an airplane that I was on.
Oh, she
really?
did? What happened?
Okay, so on American Airlines, we're going from New York to L.A., and the way the seats are set up, it's 2 seats on the left, 1 row of single seats in the middle, and then 2 seats on the right on the rows. We were on the right. She was in the very first seat in the middle by herself. and people getting on the plane were crossing across in front of her to get to the far aisle. And finally she went, and she took her bags and put them like little fences. And then people started walking over her bags, and she fumed a little bit.
Oh.
I will say I have done that exact same thing where you're sitting there and then the people just use it as
their aisle.
And I'm like, no, sorry, this
The
is my
Goldie,
seat.
Goldie Hawn did not.
I want to
I
know
agree with her.
which plane has the 2-1-2 scheme. I've never seen that before. I don't think on a plane.
Yeah, they have those.
Wow, that's awesome.
He doesn't sit there.
You're in the back.
I usually get the 3-5-3
You're the one
set
that
up.
walked in front of Goldie and then walked all the way to the back.
Right. Scary.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
I didn't want to say what it was. It's first class.
Was it the lay flat seat?
No, it's
okay.
older equipment. But anyway, so Goldie Hawn got mad. Can we move on to someone else? We've been talking about Goldie Hawn for 15 minutes.
By the way, her getting mad, totally acceptable in that situation. You're not supposed to walk in front
Well,
of
you
somebody
you
like
just
that.
admitted you do.
No. I was in her position too.
Yeah, I'm
Somebody's
sure-
walking. I'm like,
You
no.
seem like the kind of person who would walk right through someone's aisle.
No, I respect that because I've been in that situation.
The thing is about that front seat, it is far enough from the bulkhead,
Right.
Where it seems like you could technically walk.
okay.
Anyway, what else are we going to talk about?
My other favorite celebrity story with you on an airplane is Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh,
He was in the
yes.
same seat, same plane configuration. He was in that front middle row seat and got up to go to the bathroom with no shoes on.
Horrific.
There's something about that seat.
Oh, you don't
so
do that.
disgusting.
Oh.
Can you
He's
imagine
still
going to the
hot. I
bathroom?
don't care. He's still hot.
No, not anymore.
Did he have socks on?
No, yeah, he had socks on.
Okay.
It's just like, ugh.
Watching him in
bad.
Succession, that's all I think about now. Is like that's the guy that went in the airplane bathroom with no shoes on.
That means he tracked that pee from the bathroom to his shoes.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
that's
What else?
Can we talk about how I also embarrassed myself in front of the Stella clients?
Yeah, and we're going to have to take we're going to have to take Deanna to the scene of the crime.
Right.
But go ahead, tell the story.
So outside our studio, there's a long table, right? And that's where we put most of our food and things get dropped off there. So as of yesterday, you were able to go behind the table and squeak through to get through this door right here. And as our Stella friends were here, they were leaving, I tried to go that way that I just spoke about. Problem is, I got stuck. Like full force, like you know how much space is between a wall and a table. So I just went, and I was stuck. And
They
then,
moved it without us knowing.
Right, they moved it without it. But the clients were like, Stella was like, "Are you okay? Are you?"
Well, and Diamond thinks that she's like, oh my God, did I gain weight? I can't get through there anymore.
But I didn't
It
know there was
happened
no.
to every single one of us today. That 2 inches, whatever they did, it made everyone insecure this morning.
I have a
Scotty,
question.
me, Diamond.
Why did they move the table to begin with?
I don't know.
just to piss you off.
I think there's some sort of electrical something or other that they built into.
Okay, look, here it is. This table right here, it used to be out here, and we would like scoot through that little thing right there. But now, no longer. Okay, well, I guess you had to be here. After you.
Wait, I thought you were going to try to go through. It was going to be fun to watch.
No, just to do a field trip.
I'll go through.
I tried to get through earlier, and I felt a slight cracking of the ribs, and immediately backed out.
Can we move
Like,
it back? I mean, that's my shortcut. If time's running,
Hey, guess what? You're
No,
going
it's
to take
mounted.
that extra step.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna see Scary crawling across the table.
That
Scary,
column,
scary stuck again.
that column really is in a rather unfortunate spot.
Well, no, it's very fortunate. Otherwise, the whole building would cave in. So we
I
want to.
know
You should kiss.
that.
You should kiss that thing.
Oh, is
every
that part
day.
of the
Well, I
structure?
did today when I
Yes.
got stuck there.
Well, you should thank it every day.
The first
for
couple of
keeping you
days
alive.
when we were here running back and forth, I almost ran into it a couple of times.
Well, there's that.
Oh, man.
does anybody eat those cookies?
You
All
can't
you
eat
bring-
them,
They're real-
dear, can you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're really good.
Yeah.
So Danielle loves artichoke pizza. So we had a lot of artichoke pizza delivered Monday morning.
Yeah.
And then Danielle says, I'm not feeling all that great. I'm going to stay home for a couple of days. So we saved you some pizza. Mm-hmm. Well, it's been 2 days. I think isn't there like a time limit?
Nate says I have until tomorrow. If I'm not back tomorrow, then you guys get to eat it.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I really wouldn't trust it past
Tomorrow.
those 2 days because we don't know who's here. We don't know what they're doing.
Yep,
adulterating
balls
our
on top.
foods. Exactly.
Oh,
What?
Scotty.
Scotty!
Yeah. When
No
you
one's
leave
putting
when
their-
you leave stuff in a communal refrigerator, people do things to it.
They drag their balls across your pizza.
Yes.
That's his answer to everything, by
Just
the way.
just a matter of somebody opening the lid and looking at it. They may spit on it, something like that. That's gross.
Even if they like touch the pizza, like with their finger, like, yeah, what's this still?
And there's other gross stuff in the refrigerator that wafts
that's
onto
gonna
it.
absorb the scent.
No, it's hidden. It's well hidden in the fridge.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not hermetically sealed. It's just in a
and
box.
That cardboard
Hermetically-
box is not a very airtight.
It's artichoke pizza. I'm taking the chance, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there still a machine that does hermetically sealing?
I don't know.
What year is that?
I think
eBay.
And I think I said fermetically. I was
did.
wrong.
I like
hermetically. That's
No,
even
I was wrong.
There was an argument today, Danielle, which you
Yeah.
heard part of. Some people were lobbying to eat your pizza. That it was time to sacrifice the pizza.
I know. I mean, thankfully, my good friends at Artichoke Pizza have reached out to me and said, Danielle, we promise we'll bring you new pizza soon. We're sorry you're sick, which was very nice. But if there's pizza there, then I would rather, get a slice when I get back. And hopefully I'll be back this week. Huh. I'm not there, not because I feel like crap, because I actually feel pretty decent. It's because I know you're going on vacation next week, and I didn't want to get you guys sick.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Danielle.
That's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
We miss you.
And I miss you too. But if that's, you could send me some freaking pizza. I'm doing something nice here.
Well, you're on day 2. It's on the second day of its life.
There you go.
We'll see if it makes it to a third. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to make it out tomorrow.
Today we
Scary
were
would
talking-
never stay home.
Today we were talking about this article in
No.
the New York Magazine about how to behave. And some of these things in this, I mean, it's a very, very extensive list of behavioral suggestions. Some of it I don't agree with. Whoever wrote this thing,
Yeah.
bad behavior, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially, there are a couple, I think, this one has to do with how to operate in the city specifically when you're in New York. And one of them says, saw someone shoplifting? No, you didn't. Ditto for jumping the turnstile. Turnstile, sure. Shoplifting, if they ask you, do you say, yeah, I saw it? What would you do?
I've spoken to a manager before.
Of course you have.
Well, no, some guy was at a Stop and Shop, and he was opening up an Arelco shaver and putting it in his pants.
What?
So I was like, this is weird. So, he walked away, and I went to the courtesy counter. I'm like, hey, just want to let you know, the dude just took a shaver. He was already out in the parking lot, and they were like, all right, we'll let someone know. I mean, that was it.
Man.
But
Wow.
I speak up.
Okay. So how about this one? If you are a fast walker and the person in front of you or on the sidewalk is walking slowly, do not walk directly behind them for blocks on end. Step out into the street and go around.
I will tell you, there have been times where people they'll drag the fronts of their shoes on the heels of my shoes. They're that close.
Oh.
And I will stop and turn around and go, please, go right ahead. I mean, I get really mad.
Yeah.
I get really mad when people do that. Like, give me my space.
Absolutely. If you're walking fast, just walk around. You can easily do that. The worst is when there's a group of people and it's typically tourists and they've spread out across the entire
Yes.
sidewalk.
It's like Red
and
Rover,
they're
Red
going
Rover.
very slowly. Yes,
Right.
it is like Red Rover, and they're usually dragging a suitcase with them, and you're like, I can't get around no matter what unless I jump into traffic. Don't do that.
That was like me and Kurt Russell yesterday.
There you go.
And Red Rover with the Russells.
It's the same thing with the supermarket, with the shopping cart. You can't just stop in the middle of the aisle when you want to grab something. You have to pull over. I tell you how many heel smashes I've witnessed. And you ever see that? People will like hit the back of people's heels.
Oh, yeah.
And and that hurts.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Wait, what's the sound you make when they hit you?
Ah!
Okay.
How about this? Don't try to help a stranger parallel park.
No, keep moving.
Just keep it walking. I feel like that's straight out of a progressive commercial.
Stresses them out.
Right.
It's something my dad would do. I
Plus-
got you, buddy.
Plus,
Come
if you
on
mess
in.
them up and they smash something, you're like, whoops, and then you just walk away.
Walk away.
I would do that. I would
We'll
totally
continue
do
this
that.
list on the show
Okay.
tomorrow because we need to be taught how to behave.
This is
obviously.
where it's from, by the way.
Yeah, New York, is everybody tipping 25% on bottled water?
Oh.
One of the many things we talk about. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.